This one pattern destroys emotional safety in relationships. And the worst part is, it doesn't look wrong when you're doing it. It looks reasonable. It sounds calm. It feels justified. And if you're wondering what this video is about, I'm going to break down something most people never actually see in themselves. How defensiveness shows up in real conversations, why it slowly destroys emotional safety over time, and one simple shift in awareness you can use immediately to interrupt it before it takes over your reactions. Let me show you what I mean. She's upset, she is hurt, and she's telling you something you don't fully agree with. And in that moment, your instinct kicks in. You correct it, you explain yourself, you defend yourself. You defend your intention. It feels logical. It feels fair. It feels like communication. But emotional safety doesn't run on logic. It runs on feeling. And in that moment, what she experiences isn't your explanation. It's distance. Because what she hears is, you're wrong for feeling this. And that's where emotional safety starts to break. Not in big fights, not in explosive arguments, but in small moments like this. Here's what most people don't realize. In that moment, you think you're communicating, but you're actually protecting something else. Your image, how you're seen, whether you're being blamed, whether you're being misunderstood. That's ego. And ego isn't arrogance. It's self-protection. It's the part of you that says, I need to be seen correctly right now. I need to not be the problem. And when that takes over, something subtle happens. You stop listening to understand and you start listening to respond. So instead of staying present, you start building your case. You over-explain, you correct details, you defend your intention. You try to prove your side, but it's all serving one thing. How you are being perceived, not how she is feeling. And that shift is what quietly destroys emotional safety. Because while you're focused on being understood, she starts feeling misunderstood. And over time, something changes. She stops bringing things to you, not because everything is fine, but because it doesn't feel safe to anymore. Most people miss this completely because defensiveness doesn't always look aggressive. Sometimes it looks calm. Sometimes it looks logical. Sometimes it looks like I'm just trying to explain the truth, but the impact is the same. Distance. Now, this is the shift that changes everything. It's not about becoming perfect in those moments, and it's not about never reacting. It's not about always staying calm. It's something much simpler. Curiosity. Instead of defending, you pause and you ask yourself, can I understand this before I respond? Not to agree, not to fix it, just to understand it. Because the second you stay in understanding, you stay connected. But the second you shift into defending your image, you leave the conversation emotionally, even if you're still physically there. Now, I need to be honest with you. You won't get this right every time. You'll still react sometimes. Everyone does. But awareness creates space, and space creates choice. So the goal isn't to never be defensive. The goal is to catch it early enough that you can return to understanding before the connection breaks. Because relationships usually don't fall apart in big moments. they fall apart in small ones, where someone feels unheard and the other person feels justified. And over time, that gap becomes distance. So next time you feel that urge to explain yourself, pause. Not to suppress it, not to fake calm, but to ask, am I trying to be understood right now, or am I willing to understand first? Because that one shift changes everything.